doesn't do this? Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Africa STEM Summit. So today we are going to be hearing from Beatrice Wamboi, and she's going to be talking to us about user experience and web design in front-end development. Beatrice is a lead front-end developer and a guru in UI UX design. So we can't wait to hear from her and learn from the years of experience she's been able to have and even amass in her career. So welcome, Beatrice. Thank you for your time and for being able to prepare for this session. So thank you. Take over, Beatrice.
All right, thank you so much, Stella. As Stella said, I'm a seasoned web designer, and also have experience in user experience. And today I'll be taking you through what it takes to be a good website designer, and also what it takes for you to be a front end developer. So, if you have any questions, kindly just put them in the chat section, and then probably later on I can just come and answer them. But at the moment, I would love to take at least 1 hour or somehow 45 minutes because we have started this a bit late, but still we are going to make it. So, what does it mean when it comes to the user-friendly user experience and also web design in front-end developer in development? So, the first thing that I always encourage every single person who is aspiring to do this is to go to there's something that is called roadmaps. Roadmap.sh. Let me just put my camera off. Um, so just to go here, because this one will give you a path of exactly what you want, from role-based roadmaps, skill-based roadmaps, best practices, questions. It has a lot of things that you can learn. And in here, you can see from front end and my favorite topic, which is UX design. And from this roadmap, you can see, first of all, if you're a bit experienced, you can just look at this. The one that is a bit more experienced and it has more and more content about what you would want to do. And you can see over here there is related or roadmaps, which if you are going to be doing front end development, especially in web design, you have to be interested in UX design. So the first thing that you have to do when it comes to the UX design is to understand the human decision making. And there are frameworks that you can look for, which is BJ Fogg's behavior, Steven Wendell, spectrum of thinking intervention, dual process theory, and also there is a lot of buzzwords that you can be able to look for. The behavior change strategies, which is also now it's related here. The other thing is understanding the product, which is the best thing actually for us, because this one is what now would be a very good thing for you to learn, especially when it comes to understanding all this. So just give me a minute, just a minute, then I'm coming. All right, now we are back. So I was thinking about the UX design, which is things to look out for, which is when you're creating a design for the users. Because one of the things that I've come to realize, especially in the front end world, is you have to be very good at understanding what the client wants, understanding the problem that the client wants to solve, and also just looking. The first thing that you have to look is the problem. The second thing is the gap, and then the third thing, it has to be the solution that you're going to give them. Because when it comes to the product itself, it encompasses the problem that wants to be solved, the gap that wants to be targeted, and also now, least but not least, the solution that is being provided. So those are the things that I would love for you if you want to come to the UX and also to the front end, or what you should be looking for. So, for one, things to look out when it comes to the conceptual design, it's generally keep it short and simple, right? Keep it short and simple, whereby it's relatable, it is understandable, it is problem solving, and all that. The other thing is make it as easy as possible to understand and also as easy as to complete, because now there's something that the users look for mostly, and it's their familiarity. So the product has to be familiar. For instance, if you shift from Facebook to Twitter to Instagram, the feeling is the same, because the users don't want to interact with a product that they're not well relating with. As well as if you look something like Jumia, Kilimo, these are just examples that I'm giving so that you can understand on how to make it relatable. The other thing is always make the progress be visible to the user. What means about the progress being visible to the user is the fact that whenever, let's say, for example, I want to load, even if I'm loading this page, you can see there's something that is being loaded. Let's say, for example, I want to write something like Jumia. Let's see Jumia. This is the example that I can use. And if I wanted to load on this, you can see that there's something, you see, like there's that shimmery, there's that skeleton that is floating, because it's showing me on how that progress is being undertaken, and even you can explore it more to see what it entails. And this one now, it's making progress visible. It's really an essential pattern of UX design, as also it makes the users to understand the process that they're in, and also it gives them the sense of control and also the sense of achievement, which is an amazing thing when it comes to the UX design process. The other thing is also the importance of, also you can see all these tips over here. I cannot I cannot emphasize on how this one is really, really important, because you can see also for you, I think for as the user, you have to put yourself into the shoes of the users, whereby when probably you're uploading something, you have to see the progress bar. You have also, sometimes it's really important for you to be given feedback. You also have to understand how much time it's taking for you to complete that. And that now is where the UX UI design comes in. Make progress meaningful in order to reward the users. So when designing something, just set the clear goals, provide feedback, and all that. And this is a space whereby I would love for everyone to just look at, because now this one will make you understand on how to do these things. So very different types of things that I use when it comes to wireframing, and one of them is Figma, my best. I love Figma so much. Because Figma has a lot of features that are really usable, especially when you're creating a product to the client. Instead of you coding and recording, especially because of revisions, Figma assists you to provide the product that you're going to give to the client, and also enables you to be able to deliver this on real time, which is really good, because now when it comes to the coding, especially on the front end, you're almost done when it comes to after you've created a product using Figma. So the other thing is you can have a way of either influencing a user, especially when it comes to decision making, gamification, planners. All those things are really, really important to users, and these are the things that will make you stand out. And the other things that you have to understand is how to make a professional design. And a professional design has to do something with color scheme, typography, layout and grid system, iconography and imagery, consistency and patterns, responsive design, white spaces, feedback and micro interactions. And these are lots, and I mean a lot of things that are being used when it comes to the UI UX side. So for instance, what do I mean? I've created several sites that I feel they can be able to be used to portray what is now expected for you when it comes to what to deliver to the user. One of them is one of my best project that I'm really proud of, and it's called the Rebirth of a Queen. And you can see the first thing that this client actually told me is their favorite color is purple. So they're purple, and also they wanted a bit of orange. So I realized, how do I make, I sat down and strategize on how to make this site to be something that is relatable out there, something that can be able to pop. And that is how now I came up with the color schemes. So the first thing that also, when it comes to, let's say for example, the client has sold you, they're making probably a site on agriculture, they're making a site maybe on dating, they're making a site on restaurant. You can ask them first for their favorite color, and then from there on, you can derive the color that you want. So this is whereby it comes here, back here to, you can be able to help the clients when it comes to decision making support, because sometimes clients don't even categorically know what they want. So for this one now, let's say for example, I've found a user and they're telling me they want to create a site that is agricultural based. So there's this site that is called Color Psychology. So the first thing that you're going to understand is how colors they are able to influence human behavior, and how all this relates to the user experience. So the first thing that you can look, even there is a color psychology of red, there's color psychology of yellow, blue, and also green. So because this is an agricultural based product, you're going to go with green. So green, basically, the RGB, which is red, green, and blue, that the primary, that the main colors that create a lot, and I mean a lot of colors. And also now we can come here and see the psychology of green, color green. So given it's an agricultural site, you have to realize which color is more dominant in nature, which now gives the green. So green is dominant color in nature, symbolizing the lushness of forests and the richness of natural environments, and also it's regarded to be the most soothing. So you have to come here and also now understand, okay, what does this green trigger in people? There's also the emotional expression, and also there's the negative characteristic of color green. Okay, so the darker hues of green carry more negative connotations, while lighter shades mostly represent positive ones. Too much of green or wrong shades of green can evoke the sense of stagnation and isolation. So you have to make sure you understand why you're delivering something for to the clients. So you can see there's information about green, and the RGB color scheme made of three colored lights of red, green, and blue now delivers this one, which is 00FF00. So if I wanted to see this, I can just come into another site that is really helpful when it comes to colors, and it's this now. So it's called Color Name. It has all the colors that you can think of. It gives you all the shades, how they're supposed to be looking like. And now we are going to look at our hex green. So over here, you can see this green is lighter, is flourishing, is beautiful, and it's called electric green. And also you can see it's giving you the closest self and all that luminous green. And there are all these shades of green if you feel like this is what you want to explore. And also it gives you the tones, it gives you the tints, it gives you the shades, which is an amazing thing for you to have. So one thing that you have to do, just come here. This is what I want to leave you with, because I see I don't want to make this video a bit long, so that when you come here, you can be able to learn more. Of what is going to what is expected of you as a UI UX design. So the first thing that you have to understand is also color psychology. Just come to this site and you're going to find a lot, and I mean a lot of things that you can be able now to determine your path on the UX UI side, and also go to the color psychology space whereby you can be able to learn more about color psychology and also to understand how you can deliver good things to your client. You can see there's mint, olive green, lime, lemon green, and it's giving you every single thing that you want, like every single thing that you'd want to go for. And these are the things that I would love for you to be able to explore. There's the unlock parts, there's lock, unlock, like there's all a lot of things that you can be able to learn from this site, especially when it comes to delivering content and good things to your clients. So the other part that we can look at now is the front end side. When it comes now to the front end side, so here it's the front end developer, whereby you're being asked whether you're a beginner. And when it comes to front end, the most basic things that you have to learn from front end is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And the last one, but not least, is Git. So when you learn these four things, you have the ability to apply for many, and I mean a lot of jobs out there. So I would say just explore these to make sure that you're able to progress as expected. You are able to prepare yourself for the market. You are able to create simple websites, and also as complicated as possible, because also JavaScript is a backend language. So it will be able to make interactiveness when it comes to the sites that you're creating and all that. So I would want you to just go to the roadmap .sh. Just make sure that you learn the things that you make sure that you explore this page as much as possible. If you have any questions or any concern, just reach out to me via. You can reach out to me through LinkedIn. You can also reach to me via Facebook as Beatrice Wamboy Mbogwa. So I want you to, for this time, I don't want to make this session a bit long because I feel like the shorter the better. So if you have any question, also you can reach to African Summit, whereby they can be able to reach out to me and they can ask any question that is really, really necessary. So I think that marks the end of our session. I know I've not gone much deeper, but for what I have, for what I can take someone through in such a short time, I think this one would be a good place to start. And if you have those things and you follow the things that you have talked about from this call, you're going to be a bit better than the person who does not have this knowledge at all. So thank you so much and all the best. And thank you so much for listening to this, and cheers.